All right, we're gonna begin the pre-trip when approaching the vehicle. Look for any unusual conditions such as body or fairing damage. There's none. You check underneath the tractor for any leaking fluid. There's none. Our license plate, securely mounted, current, non-expiring. I'm gonna walk around the left side of the vehicle. First thing I'm gonna do is visually and physically inspect the steps and handrails are securely mounted to the vehicle to prevent any slip and fall injuries. I'm gonna open the door. Verify door opens and closes properly. Our door hinges and weather stripping are all secured, fearing any cracks or damage. We check our DVIR. It's all electronic now. Our FHWA secured. Current from the first day of January 2020 to the last day of January 2021. I have one minimum required: non-freezing dry chemical 5BC fire extinguisher, securely mounted, and it's fully charged. I can tell it's fully charged because the yellow indicator is in the green. I'm gonna enter the tractor using 3 points of contact. 3 points of contact is 2 hands and 1 foot, or 2 feet and 1 hand looking towards the cab or deck plate when entering or exiting the vehicle. First, I'm gonna verify my parking brake is applied. Transmission is in neutral. I'm gonna turn on all necessary lights. Mark clearance ID, low beam headlights, 4-way flashers, hand valve, work light, and fog lights. I'm gonna exit the tractor using 3 points of contact. I'm gonna walk up to the front. At the front of the vehicle, I have 3 ID lights, 2 clearance lights, illuminated amber in color, no cracks or chips on any of the lenses. Our low beam headlights are illuminated, clear in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses. 4-way flashers are illuminated, amber in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses, and they're flashing in unison. We have our fog lights, illuminated, clear in color. I'm gonna walk around and check all the lights of the vehicle. On the left side, I have my 4-ways illuminated, amber in color, flashing in unison, no cracks or chips on the lenses. I have my work lights illuminated, clear in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses. At the top of the trailer, I have my clearance light illuminated, amber in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses. At the back of the tractor, I have my tail lights and 4-way flashers illuminated red in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses, and they're flashing in unison with the side of the vehicle. On the side of the trailer, I have the marker light illuminated red in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses. My ABS light is off. If it were on, it'd indicate a problem with the braking system. At the back of the trailer, at the top, I have 3 ID lights, tail lights, 4-way flashers, brake lights, license plate light, illuminated. They're red in color, no cracks or chips on any of the lenses, and they are flashing in unison with the side of the vehicle. On the right side, I have my marker light, illuminated red in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses. Top right clearance light, illuminated, amber in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses. On the side of the tractor, 4-way flashers are illuminated, amber in color, no cracks or chips on the lenses, and they're flashing in unison. Now I'm going to check my left signal. Left turn signal illuminated, amber in color, flashing in unison. At the back of the tractor, left turn signal is illuminated, red in color, it's flashing in unison with the side of the tractor. And if you can see, my right brake light is also illuminated. At the rear of the trailer, left directional illuminated, red in color, and it's flashing in unison with the side of the vehicle. Now I'm going to turn on my right turn signal. Right turn signal is illuminated amber in color, it's flashing in unison. At the back of the tractor, our right turn signal is illuminated red in color. It's flashing in unison with the side of the vehicle. And also look at our left side, our brake light is illuminated. At the rear of the trailer, right directional is illuminated red in color, and it's flashing in unison with the side of the vehicle. I'm gonna cancel my turn signal. I'm gonna check the high beams. For this model, I need to have the key in the on position. I can tell on the dashboard the blue light is illuminated. I'll leave the door open because the keys are still inside. Walk up to the front, I can tell the high beams are illuminated. And I can tell they are because the fog lights are now off. I'm gonna go back, turn off the high beams. I'm gonna grab my gloves and begin the inspection of the vehicle. Okay, first I'm gonna check my mirror bracket, securely mounted, free of any cracks or damage. Flat and convex mirror, free of any cracks or chips. My tractor number, UPS logo, US DOT permit, and IFTA stickers are all securely mounted. Our IFTA sticker is current from the first day of January 2020 to the last day of January 2021. I'm going to unsecure the left side hood latch. Fuel tank, securely mounted, no cracks or damage. There's no leaks underneath the fuel tank. It's properly vented, facing towards the rear. Now unsecure the fuel cap. Fuel cap is leaded, threaded, and sealed. It has a safety chain. Fuel level is half full. And resecure the fuel tank, fuel cap. Now behind the fuel tank, there's an air tank. I'm going to expel 2 bursts of air to eliminate any moisture. Our battery box, securely mounted with these rubber straps, no cracks or damage. Our deck plates or catwalk, securely mounted, free of any cracks or damage. I'm going to check the rear of the tractor, make sure your reflective tape is securely mounted. We'll check the undercab, looking and listening for any air leaks. Now I'm going to talk about the airlines and the light cord. And you want to be specific and say it. The light cord connecting from the tractor to the trailer has no cuts, frays, or exposed wire. The electrical plug has no cracks or damage, and it has 7 pins inside that are lightly lubricated. Also, your light plug has no cracks or damage. The air lines connecting from the tractor to the trailer are secured. If you have any cuts, bubbles, bulges, glad hands, and grommets inside are free of any cracks or damage that can cause an air leak. Leads us to the trailer. The header board of the trailer, which is the whole front part, has no cracks or damage, no missing rivets. Verify your trailer number, 338108, matches on the right, 338108. Trailer height is 13 feet 6 inches. Serial identification plate is securely mounted. Our FHWA certification is secured and current from the first day of March 2020 to the last day of March 2021. Our apron plate, securely mounted, free of any cracks or damage. Our fifth wheel skid plate, secured, free of any cracks or damage, and it's slightly greased. You can see the grease around the skid plate. There is no gap between the apron and the skid plate. The release handle is in the locked position, free of any cracks or damage. Fifth wheel platform is securely mounted to the tractor frame by 5 bolts, has no cracks and no damage. Tractor frame, secured, free of any cracks or illegal welds. Drive shaft, secured, free of any cracks or damage. Brake chambers, air lines, securely mounted, free of any cracks, damage, or air leaks, and the brake chambers are secured by C-clamps. Behind the brake chambers, there's slack adjusters and push rods. They're securely mounted, free of any cracks or damage. The push rods show no more than 1 inch exposed when the brakes are engaged. We have our leaf springs, leaf spring hangers, U-bolts and bolts, and the torque arm are all securely mounted, free of any cracks, damage, or missing leaf springs. On the opposite side, you can see the brake lining is a minimum of 1/4 inch thick, free of cracks or contaminants, and our brake drum is securely mounted, free of any cracks, damage, or discoloration that would indicate overheating. We're gonna check our tires. We'll check our inside sidewall, sidewalls between the duals, and outside sidewalls, free of any cuts, bulges, abrasions, exposed quarter fabric. No stone or debris between the duals. Duals are evenly spaced. Our tire tread depth is a minimum of 2/32 with no abnormal tread or patterns. Check tire inflation with the heel of my boot. It should be at 110 psi to the manufacturer's specs. I'm going to check the rim, free of any cracks or damage or rust streaks. Rust streaks would indicate a sign of a problem. I have no loose, cracked, or missing lug nuts. The hub is sealed. It's not leaking.